You know what? One thing I've learned is, for some reason, when you brush your teeth before you go to the gym, you seem to do better. You know what I'm saying? It's like a refresh, like a restart. So. Oh. Brushing your tongue out is the worst. Today is going to be a little different type of video. This one's going to be focused more about my workout versus like a vlog. I'm not going to do a whole day in the life of Jabin, not a whole vlog. I'm going to focus more on fitness specifically. The reason being is because a big part of my life is fitness and health and nutrition. That's something that's important to me. If you don't want to watch it, then you don't have to. But I'm going to take you through a workout and help you understand some of the basics of working out in form. I'm just going to go through some clips, probably do a little commentary, talk to you guys about form and nutrition a little bit, and just show you guys how it really is working out and how you can make it work for you. And you don't have to work out like everybody else. You can do your own thing. It's all about you. Okay, that's the whole thing of fitness. It's for you. It's not for anybody else. So you do fitness the way you want to do fitness, and I'm just going to take you through a workout that I'm going to go through just for the heck of it. Do a little commentary for you guys, and you can sit back, grab you some chips and a drink, sit down if you're at home, go sit on the couch, sit in your room, wherever. Enjoy, relax, and just take it in. Take it in. That being said, we're going to go ahead and head to the gym, get some pre-workout in our body, and get hyped for this workout. I'll see you guys at the gym. On second thought, we need to talk about something. We need to have a real heart-to-heart talk here. I have a question to ask you, and that is, what are the things that you enjoy doing, right? What are the things that you're passionate about? What are the type of things that you would do if you didn't make any money doing it, you do it anyways? Those type of things, right? Because I see so many people that go through their whole entire life with the mentality that they work through the week and they live for the weekends, and they dread Mondays, they look forward to Friday evenings. That whole mentality. And here is the thing. That's a sucky way to live the next 50 years of your life, because statistics show that pretty much the average American will spend about 50 years of their life working. From the time they're about 20 to the time they're like 65, something like that. I'm bad at math, but the point is, you spend the majority of your life working. So let me ask you this: what are you doing with that 50 years? Are you working a job that you don't enjoy, that you hate going to work to? Or would you rather get up in the morning and go do something you enjoy and love? And the question I have for you is, are you willing to sacrifice some things in order to do what you love rather than what makes you the most money in the present moment? You have to think ahead. You have to live for the future, not for the now. And if you can say no to some of the materialistic pleasures you might gain by working a job that you don't like because it pays you more, to enjoy what you love, make less, and in the long run be happier, what would you pick? Right now, I'm in a current situation in my life where I feel like I'm content with what I'm doing because it brings me fulfillment. Now, I'm not content in the sense that I am not progressing, trying to get better, trying to improve, but I'm content in the sense that I am happy with what I'm doing with my life. I'm starting YouTube, and I tell you what, guys, like, it makes me like, there's like this fire inside of me to do this, and it's crazy because I'll sit there for 7 hours straight, edit, and I'll just go for it. Like, there are a few things that I have the attention span to sit down for 7 hours and do, and making videos for you guys and putting out content is one of those things, and I will continue to do this. I swear on my life I will, because it brings me fulfillment, and I'm helping you guys, and I'm encouraging y'all, and I'm doing something I love, because vlogging on Instagram is getting old. Just gonna say that. I want y'all to be happy. I want you to be happy with what you're doing in your life. And I see so many of even my own friends that they don't like what they do. They don't like what they do. It doesn't bring them fulfillment. And I want that. I want that for every single one of you. And at the end of the day, like, I realize that not everyone, not all of us are going to be able to do what we love all the time 24/7 and make a living off of it. Yes, there are times that I do not enjoy going to work. It gets stressful, it gets hot, it gets sweaty. There's things I do that I don't like to do. I have to deal with butthole customers sometimes at the coffee shop and at 5 Star. It just depends. But at the end of the day, that helps you become a better person anyways. This is not even what the video is about. This is spontaneous, but it's in the moment and it's raw, and I want you guys to feel my realness here, where there's no filter. Now I'm gonna edit things out and cut pieces out where I'm like just rambling, which is I'm rambling right now, but I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from, and that is, you've got to set up your life in a way that you can do the things you enjoy and make a living, hopefully, off of doing those things. Materialistic pleasures are important, don't get me wrong, but what's more important is your fulfillment and happiness, and that doesn't come from materialistic things. That comes from within. And fulfillment and purpose is one of the primary drivers of happiness and feeling wanted in society. And if you feel like you are contributing to society, that will drastically increase your level of happiness and contentment. Now, don't get me wrong. Even with all of that, your true joy and fulfillment comes from the Lord and the Lord only. And He's the only one who can supply your every need and meet everything and never let you down and never disappoint you. Because people will disappoint you, okay? Materialistic things will disappoint you. Money will disappoint you. Fun, fame, fortune, cars, girls, boys, they'll all disappoint you at some point, but God won't. And so you have to get to a place in your mind where you know that your true fulfillment and happiness comes from God and not from people or things. But in the meantime, a big part of that, aside from God, is going to be doing something that gives you purpose and fulfillment. And I guarantee you, if you start putting time and effort into the things you enjoy, you will be successful. But you have to put in the work. So, we're at the gym. We are here. It's very, very crowded because I go to a gym where there's a lot of motivated people, and that's one of the reasons I enjoy coming here, is because there are like-minded individuals who think the same as I do, and they are consistent in the gym, and there's a lot of us. And that's one thing I learned from coming to this gym, was there are so many more people in the world that are motivated and hungry for success and purpose and progress than I thought before previously. So, I love being here. Guys, I don't know what's gotten into me, but there's just been this fire that has been ignited in my freaking soul to do more. To do more what I want to do and do less of what other people want me to do. And this is a start. This YouTube thing, I don't care if anybody watches the videos. They're for me. Guys, you come along on the journey. My bio, my about thing in my Instagram says just a guy on a journey to success. That's what it's all about. And I'm documenting my life because one day I want to look back and have my children be able to go back and see these videos and look at what I did when I was young in order to achieve what I have 30 years from now. I want my grandkids to be able to look back and be like, what was Papa Jabin doing back when he was 16, 17 years old that allowed him the freedoms to do what he enjoys now? I'll have this as a documentation of my journey to success. Not just wealth financially, but also spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Okay? I'm telling you, you've got to put in work. And if you put in work on a consistent basis, day in, day out, it will pay off. Now let's go get this workout in. I am hyped, and I hadn't even taken my pre-workout yet. Alright, but we're gonna go get it. Now, okay, for real this time, we're gonna tap it and we're actually gonna be like, getting ready for the gym and putting our clothes on and getting our pre-workout in. Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, guys, we're about to get this leg workout going. I'm gonna take me some pre-workout real quick. So if you wanna bring that in real close so we can see what we're doing here. I've got me, listen, I drank a lot of coffee today. I drank a lot of coffee, and so I'm not gonna take a full scoop of pre-workout because that's a lot. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take half a scoop, pour it in there like that, grab our water right here, get this left one going, right here, shake it all up. That's good. And also, okay, this is another thing. When you're squatting, whenever you're doing leg workouts, it's important to wear flat shoes, okay? I don't really have any great squat shoes, but one thing I try to do is wear my Vans when I can, because when you're squatting, you want to have a flat surface for your foot. When you're wearing tennis shoes like this, it's really hard to squat right because you don't have a solid foundation. So, we are ready to go. I've got pre-workout shoes on. Let's hop into this commentary, y'all. What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about some fitness. Okay, we are starting out with a barbell squat, and I will tell you what, my squat sucks. I can almost bench more than I can squat, and so I've really been trying to focus on bringing up my squat and just my legs in general because I have small legs. A few tips for this is make sure you're keeping tight. Engage your core because it's going to help you prevent injuries. Also, flex your glutes. Make sure that you're squeezing at the top of that rep and really squeezing your glutes together. Make sure you drive from your heels and push the weight through your foot and the back of your heel, not off your toes, and keep your head in kind of like a neutral position. That way you're flowing with the movement and you're not risking injuries in your neck or anything. On the next movement we got coming up here, we have a lunge. Now, I did start out with a warm-up, and I did that because I want to kind of introduce my legs to the movement, kind of get the blood flowing in my body a little bit more, because lunges are hard for me and I kind of need to like warm up to them. A few tips for this is make sure you're kind of flowing with the weight. Don't be scared to kind of move with it and kind of get in like a rhythm with it. Turn your body a little bit, because you know when you're lifting heavy weights, you need to kind of turn your body with it. That way you're not trying to keep your legs like absolutely parallel with it, because if not, it's going to be hard. It's going to kind of mess you up. Also, make sure you're not cheating with your knees. You know, you can touch your knees to the ground. I like to do that. It's just like a kind of like a mind muscle thing, but mine's a muscle connection. But if you are going to use your knees, make sure that you're not pushing up and cheating and kind of helping your body get up from the rep. Make sure you are engaging your legs and using your legs to push up the weight. I actually started doing these for the first time about a week ago, and I've really enjoyed this style of lunge. So yeah, pretty cool. The next movement we have here is a leg press. Now, with the leg press, one of the biggest things is you want to make sure you're driving from your heels, right? You don't want to push off your toes. And you'll see here as I'm pushing this, you can see the tops of my toes coming up. Now, I did that on purpose to make sure that, you know, kind of remind myself and establish that connection and base out of my heel. So make sure you're pushing from your heels and focus on the contraction. Don't really worry as much about the reps, but really focus on getting that good contraction. I did drop the set down here. I dropped the weight by about 90 pounds and did a drop set with less, and I like to do that on leg press. Also, make sure you're gripping the bars for stability. If you see here my hands on the left, like I'm gripping those bars pretty tight, that just helps with overall stability and helps you to kind of stay kind of in your seat a little better and help you finish out the movement at a more adapt level. So the next thing we have here is a curl. Now, I have been trying to bring up my hamstrings for a long time. They're pretty lame right now. A few tips I have for the curl is control the weight. Make sure that you're controlling the weight on the way down. You can explode up, but that control helps tear down the muscle, and you're going to get a much better workout and a much better soreness afterwards. Also, squeeze at the top and grip the bars pretty doggone tight as well. Now, on the extension, this is a big thing here. Keep your knees slightly bent. You do not want to extend your knees all the way out, because you are going to be putting yourself at risk for injury. And when you put your knees and extend them all the way out, you got all that weight on your joints, and it's not good for you. Make sure you're controlling the weight down. That's a big part of the extensions, because that's really going to help tear down your muscle and also explode up. Exploding up is great for strength. Now, on the next one, we got a calf raise. My calves rip. Jabin Starnes calves. I do freaking calves all the time, and I just have bad genetics. But for the calf raises, one thing you got to make sure you're doing is stretching at the bottom. You know, let it stretch your calf out. You see how far I'm going down on this here? That's a very important thing, because you need to get that full range of motion. Go heavy. That's what I recommend. You know, with calves, it's a really hard, stubborn muscle to train because you're walking all the time. So go pretty heavy. And you know, honestly, it all comes down to genetics. Just know that. The next thing we have is a tricep extension. I did some accessory work. It was leg day, but I'm trying to get some extra volume in before I go to the beach. So with this, you need to control the movement well. You got to make sure that you're really controlling the weight and focusing on that contraction versus the reps or the weight itself, like the numerical number of the weight. Also, make sure you're full extending on your elbows here. Like, don't cheat on these. Make sure you're full extending out and keep your elbows on the pad. The same thing goes for the curls. You need to make sure that you are controlling the weight on this, okay? Go all the way down. Make sure you're squeezing at the top, really getting that contraction with your bicep. Go pretty freaking heavy with curls, because curls are good for the girls, and you got to go heavy with those. And my main tip with this is just, if you want to have big biceps, you got to curl a lot. That's just how it is. So the last thing I actually did was a little ab training session, I guess you could say. I don't really train abs that much, but sometimes whenever I'm going to go do something like a few weeks out, like the beach or something, I'll kind of train abs. I don't really know if it makes a difference or not, but it's more of a mental thing for me than anything. It makes me want to stay leaner and stuff, because I feel like, I'm working my abs. But with this, make sure that you got a full range of motion. Keep your hands on your head to make it harder, and if you want, you can add weight to it once this gets too easy. So appreciate you guys listening, and stay tuned for the next one. Okay guys, we are all done, finished up with that amazing workout. You know what, I tried to do cardio, but here's the deal. I have not hit legs in like a week, and so when I tried to do cardio, I just wasn't feeling it. My head was hurting, and most of the time I'd be like, hey, put your head down, work, put in that work, don't give a crap about how you feel, you need to push through. But today, I just wasn't feeling it, and I decided to take it easy, easing back into everything. I am going to the beach in like 1 week, so I've been trying to get real serious about the diet and dialing in everything, trying to train as many days as possible before I go to the beach, because this is the thing, when I'm at the beach, I kind of take it easy on the training. I think there is a very, very small gym in the facility where we're going to be staying at, so I will get a few workouts in there, but for the most part, I'm going to skip breakfast so I can save the bulk of my calories for later in the day, and then I'll try to really chow in on dinner, because you know what, I'm going to break my little meal, or I'm going to break my diet up, and I'm going to kind of go all in and enjoy the vacation, because right after that we're going to Bolivia, and one thing's for certain, I'm not going to get any training in there, so I'm just going to take like half a month off basically from really dieting and just enjoy life, because when I get back I'm getting serious. So I'm probably going to end the video right here, just because I've got a lot going on and I need to get home, need to take some me time, because I can't let this whole YouTube thing consume my life. I got to make it a part of my life and incorporate it into my life. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the little different type of spin on a video. It's not really my normal vlog, but that's okay. I want to make the content unique, different, diversified. Some of you might connect with this, some of you might not, but at the end of the day, as long as you're taking something away from it, I know all of you can take something away from these videos. I hope you can. Drop a like on the video. Leave a comment down below on content you'd like to see, what type of stuff you want to see from the channel. Keep grinding 24/7, 365, no sleep. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.